Hello and welcome to what I'm tentatively calling Candid Conversations with Members of Parliament. This is our pilot episode, a new format where I have some unprepared questions for our lucky guest. Would you like to introduce yourself with who you are and a brief description for accessibility purposes, as always?
I'm Jordon Steele-John. I'm one of the two Green senators for WA. I'm wearing a blue shirt with a pattern on it.
I'm your curly-haired host with the auburn hair, David. Now, you've never played this game. I've never played this game either. What I have for you are 3 categories and a mystery box. The 3 categories are labelled. You will know the theme of the questions in there. The ones that I prepared for you today are the average day of a politician, a fake job interview for a retail company, and general knowledge. But as a plot twist, because we all know one of those is very safe and obvious, 2 questions from the other categories are mixed in and you will randomly get them drawn potentially. Or you could go for the mystery box, which will not contain anything from the other 3, and I will not explain what it is, and you'll figure it out as we go along.
Oh, okay. So I've got my 3 options, or I could pick the mystery box.
Yes, so you can say average day of a politician.
Average day of a politician is too easy. Not going to do that. So it's a fake job interview, or general knowledge, or the mystery box.
Or the mystery box.
General knowledge.
So, you have chosen general knowledge. Just a reminder that you may get a fake job interview question or a question about the average day in the life of a member of parliament. So your first question is, blank. This is not a real piece of this is just a spare piece of paper.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Yeah. Answer the deeply existential question.
The question is blank.
What does it mean, man? What does it mean?
Okay, well, that was a great start to the pilot episode. Your next question is, by weight and value, what's the most commonly grown crop in the US?
Oh, I'm going to say, canola.
Oh, the answer is corn.
Oh my Lord, I nearly said corn. That will be Iowa's fault. That's all they grow there is corn.
What is the largest island in the Caribbean Sea?
Largest island in the Caribbean Sea. Jamaica.
Ah, no, the answer is Cuba.
Sure. Damn it.
What's the heaviest internal organ? I'll give you some multiple choice if you want. A, lungs, B, liver, C, gallbladder.
I'm going to go with the liver.
Correct. Ding ding, you get 1 point. Bonus points.
Excellent.
How much does it cost on the black market?
Oh, liver. Well, the last time I had to purchase some, human liver, of course.
Yes.
Look, last time I had to buy some human liver, it set me back. I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna guess a liver on the black market costs you $10,000.
That is correct. It's within the range. What I found was actually, it says between $4,000 and $157,000. So I guess it depends on, like, how much you've been drinking or where you go and steal your livers from.
All I can say, David, look at that inflation. Look at what we're doing to the price of human liver on the black market. First the lettuce, now the liver.
Yeah, that's old liver prices. It's gone up by like 6.1%.
Shocking. When will the RBA act? Oh dear.
Your next question is, what does the F in UFO stand for?
Flying, an identified flying object.
Correct. Bonus point. Are they real? You're in Parliament. What government records are there? What do the aliens look like?
Oh, do you know that's actually genuinely a difficult question to answer? Because like aliens don't exist. Of course, aliens don't exist. But the Americans have done a number of military studies now that have been declassified, identifying, and I can't remember the description they use for it, but it's like unexplained aerial phenomena.
The different kind of UAP.
The different kind of UAP. There is something that is being recorded, which at least the American military can't currently explain. But again, is it aliens, or is it a form of defense technology that they don't actually want to disclose at the moment? It's more likely to be the latter, but we won't know.
Bring that up in question time sometime, please. I'd like to know if aliens are real. What is the government hiding? There's Hansard record in the 50s and 60s of people asking... Robert Menzies fielded a question in Parliament about UFOs. Moving on. How many potential opening moves are there in chess? A, 1,327. B, 400. C, 872. D, no idea, chess is for nerds.
I'm going to go E.
E?
I think you broke up there. It was how many opening moves are there in
chess?
D, but a modified D. So D, I have no idea, but chess isn't for nerds. I really wish that I was clever enough to play chess. I'm nowhere near it. I struggle with Snap in terms of board games. Trying to get me to play Connect 4, it displays a worrying inability to grasp that kind of forward thinking. So no, it's not for me.
Fair enough. The answer was A, 1,327. The question is, your co-worker informs you that she has a Harry Styles ticket, but forgot to book time off work 2 weeks in advance. She confides in you that she's planning on calling in sick and lying to the company. Do you A, offer to cover her shifts for her? B, tell the manager she's lying and rat her in? C, go online to see if there are any leftover tickets and also call in sick?
I cover her shift for them. Absolutely no ratting out to the bosses. That's very uncool. No, you cover their shift. Nobody rats on the boss. That's a total Randall move. That is an awful, awful thing to do.
I would have accepted A or C, but not B, which is what your manager wants you to say. Would you like a final question?
Yes, why not?
Okie dokie. Let's see. What to do? What islands do lemurs come from?
Madagascar.
Correct! Ding, 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 ding! And you win nothing, because I'm not trying to influence your opinion in any way, and giving gifts to politicians is sometimes shady, depending on how much the value of the prize is. So you get nothing.
Oh, that's all right.
Thank you so much for being on the pilot episode of Candid Chats, Candid Conversations, whatever I'm going to call it, and hopefully other members of parliaments around Australia are brave enough not only to try this out, but also try the mystery box. I have many ideas for the mystery box.
Absolutely. I would love to come back and discover what is inside the mystery box.
It changes every time.
Thanks so much.
See ya. Thank you so much for Senator Jordon Steele-John for his time and also playing this pilot episode. If you've enjoyed this, contact your local member and tell them to contact me. No, actually you should probably contact your local member about important, serious things. Leave this to me. Comment down below a potential category or even question for that category. Please be civil and kind to our mystery guest. You don't know who it'll be next time. Also, thank you so much to those who support me on Patreon. I am quite grateful. And that's all. Thank you so much for tuning in and see you next time.